Hey guys, welcome back. We've had a fun discussion today. This is Shaggy Rogers over here. We're coming up with some mashups for Heroes for Kids Comiccon.
Yeah.
We told Dennis that he could play a crossover between Shaggy and Austin Powers.
Yeah.
So
Called Shaggy.
or Velmer Dinkley. I mean, yeah. Sorry we haven't been around for the last couple weeks. We have personal stuff going on. On top of that, we've just been dog tired.
Yeah.
So happy Monday, happy Mutant Monday, happy Metahuman Monday, happy Morphin Monday. Speaking of Morphin, if you didn't check out Hollywood Demons, please check it out. Their episode 3 just aired last week. It was a bittersweet episode, especially for us here at Heroes for Kids. It talked about the tragedies that had happened with the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and for all of you that know, one of those tragedies happened to be Jason David Frank. Jason David Frank was a good friend, acquaintance, and he was also a celebrity member of Heroes for Kids. So it went into depth a little bit more about Jason David Frank toward the end of that episode. And actually, that was about the whole half end of that episode was Jason. And I was mixed emotions. Could not cover it. In tears, anger. It just. Everything that he did, everything that, again, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to that. I got to talk to Jason quite a few times during the shows that we got to see him at. So it was one of them that so again, we're going to start off this episode with, and I'm wearing it loud and proud with JDF as the Green Ranger on the back. You can go ahead and read that back.
It says a small chance of victory is enough reason to keep fighting.
So, and it's a 9-line apparel. It's got the Green Ranger on the back of it. Hopefully you can see that. So I'm wearing that in dedication to JDF. And I said I would consider him, we can consider him as a friend. I got to meet him quite a few times. Got to hang out with him at several shows and talk. And he was an awesome guy. And I'm not talking because of him being a Power Ranger. He was an awesome guy to outside the business, the stuff he did outside of the limelight of Hollywood.
Hi Chuck, hi Chris.
Hey Chuck, hey Chris.
Hi Adrian.
I know. Hey, he's watching from behind camera. He's giving us a heads up on my phone if there's anything going on. So
you hear that evil laugh? That's him.
Yep. So again, we hear if you're in crisis, have thoughts. You need somebody to reach out to, somebody to talk to. Number one, hit 988. That's what that number is there for. That's what those people are there. They'll talk to you, and they'll do what they can to help. Also, if you need to talk to anybody, please contact Heroes for Kids through our messenger page. We will try to help as much as we can as well. It's one of those things. Me being a first responder and also a person with training for CIT, crisis intervention. Again, it's one of those things I highly recommend that if you can do any of our volunteers that can go through, and I know there's a lot of our volunteers that are first responders that have already got the training. So definitely, if you guys need to, if people need to reach out, please reach out to Heroes for Kids. We can get a hold of one of them. Again, we can also steer you to 988 as well. But please, if you have a crisis or if you and need someone to talk to, please contact. Again, I'll say it again, 988, and or you can even contact Heroes for Kids. Contact your local law enforcement agencies. And also contact,
I got Jody watching.
Yep. Hey, Jody. Hey, Chuck. Again, 988 if you're in need and in crisis. So please, we love everybody. We want y'all to be here. And again, love Jason David Frank. He was an awesome guy. He went through a lot, and I'm just sad. Me personally, because I got to talk to him. Matter of fact, just a few months before he passed, and I wish we could have talked more.
Didn't the Blue Ranger also do basically the same thing?
It wasn't a Blue Ranger, no. We can talk about that a little bit later.
Okay.
But that episode is full of. There was a couple full of tragedies that's went through the Power Rangers, but. I know Jason was the big one. Jason was the one that kept the Power Rangers going, in my opinion. But again, there was a lot of stuff, and it wasn't the fact that it was the Power Rangers. It was the fact that the stuff he did outside of the Power Ranger realm that brought me into wanting to meet him.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the first time I met him, I flat out told him straight to his face, I did not like the Power Rangers. I did. No, he was cool with it. Really? He was cool with it. I was dressed up as the Crow. Check out my Facebook page or Heroes for Kids' Facebook page, and you'll see the photo where you see me dressed as the Crow and him holding my cap gun shotgun. That is the first time we met it, and he wasted all my caps.
He busted all your caps.
He busted all my caps, yes. Luckily, I had more. We talked a little bit. Now, that was how he asked me when Jess and I came to the booth. He says, why'd you come to the booth? I said, I wanted to get this comic book signed. And okay. And matter of fact, Adrian, on the pool table back there, the Power Rangers comic book. You'll have to flip on the light. The Power Rangers comic book. It should be either there or over there on my filing cabinets. You'll have to flip through. It should be. No, it's on the filing cabinets. I'm sorry.
Because you got one here that's signed here on the pool table.
Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Bring that one here. This was the first comic book Jason David Frank ever signed for me. It was free comic book day, and Jason signed that for me. That was my first ever autograph from Jason David Frank. And again, he looked at me funny when I flat out told him that I did not like the Power Rangers. I'm dressed as the Crow on top of it, which come to find out was his favorite character.
Right.
So I'm dressed as the Crow, handing him a Power Rangers book, and I tell him that Dennis.
No.
Dennis has Power Rangers.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. With the paint. Never mind.
Yeah.
But
with the Shag Me.
Yeah, with the Shag Me Rogers. All right, you're gonna get us in trouble, man. Again, this was back on topic.
Yeah.
This was Jason David Frank's my first autograph from Jason David Frank. It is signed by the Red Ranger, Austin St. John, and also Kimberly. But Jason was the first person that signed this, and again, we met. I told him I did not like the Power Rangers, And I told him that with me being a first responder, I loved what he did outside the business with the mental health awareness and the stuff he does for kids and all that other kind of stuff. And that was how our friendship started, was that route. So this here I hold deep, near and dear to my heart. This one here is a prized possession, a very good prized possession of mine.
Did you get Walter Jones's?
Not on this one.
Okay.
No, I did not, because when I met Walter Jones, I did not have the book.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not have the book.
Well, that's
at
a
that
good
time.
reason.
So, but yeah, because when I met Walter Jones and Kate, no, matter of fact, I think I did have the book. I couldn't find it. Then the second time I met Walter Jones, it was in Tennessee, and I didn't have it. I didn't take it with me. But no. So again, any crisis and suicidal thoughts or ideations or anything like that, please reach out, talk to somebody. We love you guys. We want you to be around.
Right.
Okay. Now,
on to lighter topics.
on the lighter topics, we just got done with Cape Anime Con.
Yes.
Awesome show. It was fun. Before that, well, wait a minute. We went back to back to back weekends.
Yes.
We had Hannibal.
Right.
We had Cape Comic Con, Cape Anime Con,
Cape Anime Con.
and
Then you have
what was the other one?
the one up in Bridgeton, the
Toyman?
Was it Toyman?
No, it wasn't Toyman.
Hmm.
Oh my God, I am sorry. I am so sorry. I forgot it. But oh my God, we have been busy back to back to back. Again, last week last Monday, it was just, we were so, again, stressed and tired. We had to take a day off. So thank everybody for being patient.
Plus, you had a little bit of a repair job you had to do at the corner of the house.
Oh yeah, that was it. Yeah, well, we had my sub pump pipe that's coming out of my basement was broke, so I had to take care of it. But I got it all fixed. So thank you, Dennis, for coming over and lending a hand as much as you could. I know you were dressed in better clothes than I was. I shorts and a t-shirt after getting dirty. But no, Cape Anime Con was awesome. Looking forward to seeing what happens next year. Again, it's going to be, we will be at next year's Cape Anime Con. We'll be at the Show Me Center.
Yep.
So this was the last year at the Drury Plaza Conference Center.
Right.
And it was a blast.
Yes.
Want to congratulate the Scooby-Doo running around the floor. Oh my God, you were there?
Yeah,
weren't
I
you?
saw.
Oh
She was
my
a Disco
God.
Scooby.
Yeah, she was Disco Scooby. She did that all weekend long. That was awesome.
Well, she got such a positive reception on Saturday. I'm not surprised she wore it again. On
Yeah,
Sunday.
and she won the costume contest.
Sweet.
So,
I could
but
tell
yeah,
she
that
was
was-
having a lot of fun.
oh, she was having a blast. So yeah, on to now up and coming. What we have Mayfest. Well, actually, this weekend, Friday, our own Supergirl. So one of our Supergirls. So Rachel and I will be down in Metropolis, Illinois. But hopefully it doesn't flood anymore. But we will
got
be.
deep visions.
Yeah. Ohio is up, so prayers to Metropolis and Paducah and all the other cities right around the Ohio River area that's getting flooded. I know the Baymont and the Baymont Hotel, which a lot of people stay at, the casino down there is flooded. Pretty much everything on the right there at the riverfront is pretty bad. I've seen aerial footage and video of it, and it's not too good. So everybody, please pray for all those affected by the floods. of the rivers and that because of the nasty storms we've had last week or the last 2 weeks. But Rachel and I will be suiting up as Superman and Supergirl for Superman Day this weekend on Friday the 18th. So we will be down at the Superman Museum, and possibly we're going back between the Superman Museum and Hidden Gems and the statue and that. So it'll be a fun time this on Friday afternoon. So come on out and get your photos. We'll have some pictures that we can autograph, and we'll also have some hype cards for what I've got behind us as well. That way people can see what's going on with Heroes for Kids. And then the following week is Easter. So we don't really have anything going on. So everybody, hopefully you can find all the Easter eggs, and
It's basically family time, and
yep. So we'll be so everybody have fun on Easter. And then we roll into May 4th. May the 4th be with you. So
that will be
4th,
Star Wars Day.
we will be doing part of our group will be whoever can come up with Star Wars characters will be doing Star Wars Day down for the SEMO Redhawks. And then the day before, May 3rd, we'll be doing Free Comic Book Day up in Mount Vernon.
Yeah.
So we'll be up there as well. So
Okay.
boy, we're going to be busy that weekend.
May 3rd, that's Modern Weekend, so
Right.
I won't be able to do that. And then,
You'll be ghosting us.
yes, I'll be ghosting you. I'll be forced.
You'll be forced. You'll be forcing a ghost on us.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
right. Yeah. So, I'm probably not going to be able to do anything until Mayfest.
And then, that gives you time also to work on your costume.
Right.
So I helped him come up with a concept, and I think it's going to look pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, you can't have everybody doing Scarecrow or everybody doing Tin Man or whatever, but I think I may have figured out a way to mix the Scarecrow and Batman in a way that will work. So,
Yeah. And then
which is funny because Scarecrow supposedly needs a brain, but he's actually the brains of the outfit if you watch the movie. Whereas Batman, he kind of is the brains of the JLA. So
and then you have
and Chuck says
Chuck,
we'll be there.
We'll be there. Awesome. Which one?
Yeah.
But we also have now I am doing, which is canon actually in the comic books.
Yes.
Super Lion.
Super cowardly lion.
I am doing the Super
So
Cowardly
you
Lion.
have that super scared because you're super cowardly.
Yes.
Yes.
Walk around, hold my tail.
You're not going to sing something like
I were the king. Walk around, hold my tail. Don't do that again.
that's too much for cowards and cowardly lion.
Round, groovy, baby.
Oscar coward.
Yeah, baby. So I will be doing.
Put the gear and swing a baby.
I'll be a Captain America or a Captain Deadpool. Oh, well, I was hoping you weren't going to say Captain Underpants. We definitely don't want to see that. Dude.
Captain Deadpool. Okay.
But no,
Be
definitely.
the Wizard of Deadpool.
But definitely looking forward to Mount Vernon's May 3rd. May 3rd. Okay.
Okay.
That is the Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
Yes. Captain Deadpool or Captain America would be great. We don't need to see a
I'm stoked for everyone to see
Tin Tony.
Yeah, me
That-
too.
I'm
I want to see
looking
that
forward
too.
to it.
Tin Tony.
Now, I had to go up to Johnny Brock's to find the stuff that I needed. They didn't have anything other, I had to be creative for mine. So people will just have to see. But it is a full lion's mask. I'll show you later.
Yeah.
But it is a full lion's mask. So it's It's going to be pretty neat. I mean, I'm throwing a few things out there on it. So,
Yeah, originally I was going to do a mashup of Ragman and Scarecrow.
yeah.
But Ragman's kind of so I'm going to bastardize off of that costume to make a Scarecrow Batman.
Yeah.
It's all covered in patches and everything. It looks sort of like a Scarecrow outfit. So
Right.
that's what I'm going for.
Sweet.
So and then
I'm going to be the super cowardly lion.
so
Which, again, well,
so is
granted,
Prescribe going to dress up as Dorothy Deadpool?
I don't know. I think
Or
so.
Dorothy Pool or whatever you want to call it.
Brandy will be Wonder Woman. Awesome. Brandy's going to be Wonder Woman for that show. Awesome. Chuck, no Captain Underpants.
No Captain Underpants.
Oh, darn it.
And we were so
I know. But no, my super suit will work fine, with everything on it.
He's just got to poke a hole in the
No.
briefs.
Actually,
So the
no.
tail-
Actually, in the way it sets up, it's got a little belt on it, and I can hide the elastic,
Elastic.
the elastic belt that hooks for the tail. I can actually hide it and feed it through my my trunks belt loops, and you won't be able to see it.
How are you going to be able to see? Is the tail longer than your cape?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
the tail almost drags the ground.
So you'll be walking down St. Joe
With the tail swung. But again, Superman did do a canon. Superman addressed as a lion is canon in the comic books.
Okay.
So I'll have to pull that one up. I can probably show it on my. I'll have to. The chat that we have actually has Superman as a lion in it.
Right.
So, yeah, Mayfest is Wizard of Oz theme this year. So we are going to be Wizard of Ozing our characters and
the characters we usually do.
trying to figure out how to walk down the yellow brick road without getting tripped.
And you know that, like that one year we did the 1923, and everybody was kind of doing the Yellowstone West coming up a little bit. I can't tell you how many people come up to me and they were like, "What are you doing Zorro?" I'm like, "I'm not doing Zorro." So then they looked at my little bolo tie and they were like, "Oh, there's a bat symbol."
Yeah.
Oh,
And then I had a lot of people going, "Why didn't you dress as Superman?" And I went like this because I left my shirt undone.
right.
And I went, and there was Superman logo.
Right.
Oh, cool.
So we had, but they were like, "You're Zorroing it." And I'm like, "No, look closer. Batman belt buckle, Batman bolo tie." And they're like, "Oh God."
I don't want to know why it sounds like Jess is upstairs tapping something because it sounds like she's.
It was Dina. They're at the top of the steps.
But real quick, well, now that we've talked a little bit about what we've got going on up until May 9th. Hey, that's my birthday.
Yeah. So you're
Mayfest.
You're gonna be 29.
I know it. Mayfest weekend's my birthday, so there we go.
Yeah.
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I was sick on a little bit. All right, let's talk a little bit about this this stuff behind us real quick. Heroes For Kids Comiccon, July 19th and 20th at Perry Park Center. Go talk.
Yep. So obviously it's sponsored by us and the folks at Villainous Grounds. Your one-stop for all sorts of coffees, slushies, Danish comic books, graphic
Books,
novels,
yeah.
books, even some cosplay related props. You know, I think they sell shields.
I don't know. I think they quit. I think
Did they quit doing
that
that?
stuff.
Okay, and then they've got
They've got like
T-shirts and mugs and a whole bunch of them.
Yep.
And of course our
recipients.
for whatever we collect that weekend.
Where'd Tessa go? Tessa!
Part of it's going to go to the door.
I need your banner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, go get it. Go get it.
Working on my minigun, so.
Okay. So anyway, our 2 recipients, we always have 2 recipients, somebody local and somebody on the national stage. It's going to the Dorn Foundation and the Perry County Community Task Force. So after we paid all our overhead off, everything that's left is split 50-50 between the 2 of us folks.
So check out their websites. We got links to them there on our page. Now comes the fun part. We have, one of them's not pulling up, but he's there because I just had him up there just a second ago.
Right.
Well, fine, I'll do it this way.
You got it.
Well, how's this? We'll stop right there and I will shoot down the venue at the Perry Park Center. Wow, it's not wanting to load up right.
Right.
Thank you. And just to give you a heads up, everybody, guess what? Our daughter, my daughter made this. And it is our 10-year anniversary with Heroes for Kids.
Yes.
So that is our 10-year banner that we've got. So
In
I
fact,
want to
that's
say
tomorrow.
the 19th. The 19th is technically is
I
actually.
thought it was the 15th.
No, the 19th. The 15th was when we started. The year 2015 was when
Okay.
we started.
Okay.
But that is our banner. That is our Heroes for Kids banner for this year. So that is awesome. So I want to say that is awesome for Tessa. So give Tessa a big round of applause and high fives and stuff when you see her. She did our banner this year. That will be going to just about every show. That will be going to every show that we have from the rest of the year on. So all right, thank you.
I'll go back to working on my house.
Okay. So that's going to be awesome. So everybody will get to see that.
The good thing wasn't hanging.
So again, the address for the Park Center is 800 City Park Drive here in Perryville. There's a little photo of a couple years back, I think. Yes.
Yes.
And also we'll have the Villainous Cafe with some awesome good treats. We were actually talking about some of the stuff on what looking forward to for foods and drinks for the show this year. The other day. If anybody would like to sponsor the event, or know anybody that would like to sponsor the event, please, you can download the form,
Right.
the form here on our webpage, or you just message Jess and she can try emailing one to you. And what it'll do, we also do individual sponsorships as well. And again, it will give us your link, and we will put you on our webpage. So this is all some of our sponsors that we have right now. So
In fact, if you want to learn about these, you can click on the links to those folks.
yes.
And find out more about them and what they do. So.
It still didn't pull up.
No.
So fine, I will go this way. Our special guest, Ruh-Roh Raggy, your Shag Nasty Rogers.
Nasty.
We have Scott Ennis. Scott Ennis is legendary cartoon voice artist. Yes.
Shaggy Rock.
And also radio personality for Cumulus Radio in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. He is better known for his voice of Scooby-Dooby-Doo and Shaggy Rogers and Scrappy-Doo since 1997. Man, that was when I graduated high school.
Oh my gosh. Young.
Hush. Scott also voiced the 4 biggest Scooby-Doo movies of all time: Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost, Alien Invaders, and Cyber Chase. He voiced hundreds of Scooby-Doo talking toys and video games over the years. Scott recently voiced the new Scooby-Doo pinball machine and is the narrator on the new spooky pinball Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, that would be cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
How does... never mind.
Let's not go down that trail.
He was also the ring announcer, which is also leads into a couple of our other guests. He was actually, so does Scooby-Doo. But he was also the ring announcer for the latest 2023 movie Iron Claw, which was a motion picture with Zac Efron, and it was a biopic of the legendary.
You almost said Zac Efron.
I probably no. I said Zic Efron. Zac Efron.
He's not feeling very well.
No,
Zic.
Zic. But Iron Claw is a movie based on the life, a biopic basically based on the Von Erich family. Very good movie. Watched it. And then he has brought to life over 25 of the most world famous Hanna-Barbera cartoons like Yogi Bear,
Yeah.
Boo Boo, Fred, Barney, Papa Smurf,
Oh.
Popeye,
Hello.
which Popeye is our neighboring town,
Yeah,
Chester,
Chester,
Illinois.
right.
So the home of Popeye. So big statues in there, and many, many more. So, but yeah, I mean, he brings. I mean, his performances, and his setup alone at the Comic-Cons are legendary. I mean, it is awesome looking at getting some of his stuff. And there's just a little bit of some of the stuff he did.
Yeah.
So yeah, he actually voiced Popeye from the matter of fact. Hey, it was pretty cool because we went over to the Popeye Museum, and the curator of the Popeye Museum, we actually stumped them on it.
Right.
Didn't we?
Yeah.
I mean, it was actually pretty cool. She had no idea that Scott Ennis voiced Popeye for one of the commercials. So it was,
And that was quite a wonderful day when a tire rolled by the front of the store.
And here I am running
There's
down
a-
the street after it.
Yeah, I was like, that looks like a job for Superman. He's like, up yours, man.
I took off running. Then next we have the awesome, the talented Philo Barnhart. He's coming back to Heroes for Kids Comiccon.
Yeah.
Philo is a professional film animation artist known for the known for the for his work on the featured films of The Little Mermaid, The Beauty and the Beast, Rescuers Down Under, Secret of Nim, Happily Ever After, and he also worked on the special effects for all you Star Trekkie people, the motion picture. He has worked on many animated TV shows, and many video games, including Smurfs, 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, hey, Jim and a Hologram, Space Ace, Super Friends, Season 5, Dragon's Lair for all of you video game nerds, which we all are, and many, many more. So you can find his stuff on apparel, on posters, on toys, and you name it. His mom and dad were also animation artists for Disney Studios. And if you really want to catch a young version of Mr. Philo Barnhart before he got really, really, really famous, watch Mary Poppins.
Mm-hmm.
And tell me when you can see him.
Yes.
And then, to tie it all off, we have one of the kings of Memphis, Jerry the King Lawler, WWE Hall of Famer, the slap that you heard around the world when he popped Andy Kaufman. You have him in the Man on the Moon film, but look at his accolades. I mean, WWE Hall of Fame, WCWA World Heavyweight Champ, USWA Unified World Heavyweight Champ. I mean, legendary career. Also WWF and also ring announcer. So in some of the heydays of wrestling. So, but we're welcoming Jerry the King Lawler to our show as well. So it's going to be awesome. Ticket prices not ticket prices, but their prices and stuff will be posted at their table. So just a heads up on that.
Hi, Wyatt.
Hey Wyatt, how's it going? Woo! Okay. All right. Let's get into some vendors because I know we've got some new vendors on here too.
Yeah.
The Reese's. Let's see. I'll start it off if you want. Okay, for artists, right now we have 3 artists on here. We have Chris Ebert, artist Bob Hamby, and Podig's Paintings.
As for the authors, we've got Richard Beauchamp, Todd Black, Books and Crafts by Justice.
Next, we have for some of our vendors, and again, the links down at the below them. You can check out some of their artwork, and some of their merchandise. That way, you're ready to and get that stuff, get that money rolling to where you come in and get it.
And vendor forms are
vendor forms are still available. We still get vendor space is starting to run out. So please get your vendor forms in. Down at the bottom of the page, you can link on it or holler at Jess.
right.
Okay, for vendors, we have AJ's Comics, Cards, and Collectibles, Boot Hill Bat Fan, Chelsea Quinn Cosplay, Critical Crafters.
And we've got the Crystal Lizard, Custom Wreaths by Bev, Duncan's Laser Engraving, and Extreme Con.
We have Foam Forgeries, Gotham City Collectibles, Comics and Collectibles, yours truly, Heroes for Kids, and Infinity Comics.
And we've got Justice 3D Prints, Leisure Time Treasures, Little Black Cat Company, and Low Cools.
We have Quilting Mother CR Printing, Raymond Santa Parker Funko Pops, and I'll just do the last one. We have the Deliciously Villainous Grounds. And again, there are some that we just got in.
Yeah.
Mary Jo, who also is the manager, owner, and operator of Villainous Grounds, she works on our website. So she just they had a busy weekend, and she's working on updating things daily. So there are more people to be added on here. So again, I know we've got at least 1 to 2 more artists that she needs to add on here. So that'll be awesome as well. Let's see. So everything from some our tickets. Tickets. Weekend passes. Saturday and Sunday, $10. $10 for the weekend.
Yeah.
General admission Saturday only, $7. Sunday only, $6.
Right.
I love this one here because look at all this cool stuff you get.
Yep.
Early bird weekend VIP pass, $25. Now, one thing I don't think it's listed on here, but we will get it. We will put it on here. Each early bird. Now, again, we're only doing 30 of these.
Right.
So again, each early bird VIP weekend pass will also include a one-time limited edition print for Heroes for Kids Comiccon 2025. 1 souvenir cup, along with a drink from the cafe, and your VIP badge. Now, here's the kicker. This is the added part to that VIP badge. The VIP badge gets you in, actually there's 2 parts. The VIP badge gets you in an hour early on Saturday. So it gets you in at 9 o'clock instead of 10.
Right.
And then it also, you know how you see some of these bigger cons that have like a fast pass?
Yeah.
That, again, or like you go to an amusement park and they got the fast pass, you can get in line quicker.
Right.
Okay. That also gets you in line quicker too. So you don't have to sit in line or wait in line. We slide you up toward the front and you get in line quicker. You get in. So, again, that VIP pass gets you in so an hour early, and it also bumps you up in the lines if there's any lines with our guests. So that's going to be awesome. And again, come down here. We do individual sponsorships and just straight up sponsorships. So again, anybody that wants to sponsor, 100%. Again, like Dennis said earlier, 100% of the proceeds made from the door, the silent auction, any sponsorships, vendor booth fees, 100% after expenses are paid for the weekend. 100% goes back out. We split the check right down in the middle, 50-50. Goes to the Dorn Foundation and the Perry County Community Task Force. So again, get those donations in, get those sponsorships in. The more you donate, the more we get to help these wonderful organizations out. So please, 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 let's do a good cause. Let's help out these organizations. So, are you looking forward to the 18th? I hear there's another Superman trailer coming out.
Yes.
Yes, another one.
Yes.
I think
The more I see of these trailers, the more I like it. It's a totally different take. I enjoyed Zack Snyder's vision, but I think I'm going to like this sort of lighter take, as long as it doesn't follow in the mold of Marvel.
right.
Okay.
I agree. And another thing I think they need to do is lay off the spoilers. Lay off the previews.
I agree.
You know, if you've got a big baddie that's going to be in there, let's not see it.
Right.
You know, Captain America, big. I haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting on it to hit Disney Plus. I know it's going to be soon, but one of the things that I hated about the way they did it is 90% from what I've heard, and this is by people that have seen the movie. So a lot of your action that you see in the movie is already shown in the film or in the previews.
Right.
The big reveal of Thunderbolt Ross, Harrison Ford turning into the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
That's literally the biggest thing out of everything, and they ruin it because they throw it to us. They give the big reveal in the trailer.
Right.
So please, James Gunn, if you have any weight on what type of trailer comes out, please don't give us
a bunch of
stuff
that's already there
yeah.
that makes it to where we don't have to see the movie.
I mean, I know it's usually a separate company that does the film, that does the previews, that does the films. So I mean, Supergirl, there's behind the scenes leaked pics.
Yeah.
Costume looks awesome for Supergirl.
Yeah.
And
speaking of, what's her name, Millie Alcox?
yeah.
Okay. Today's her birthday.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
From what I was reading something, apparently Jason Momoa is done filming.
Right.
So, and there's apparently leaked photos of him as
Lobo.
Lobo, and
Nailed it.
looks the part.
Yeah.
So looking forward to both those movies.
Right.
So looking forward to Supergirl and Superman both.
And of course, the Superman movie comes out July 11th.
July 11th.
And,
we are looking to try.
5th of July is when the Lanterns comes out.
And, well, back to the 11th, we are looking at, Heroes for Kids is looking at partnering with Marcus Theater to see if we can't get down there for the Superman the movie.
Right.
Or Superman movie.
Right.
So hopefully we can get down there and we'll get to do something with the theater. We are also, so yeah, I mean, Nathan Fillion announced that he's going to be with in the Lanterns show.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be doing a cameo of some sort.
The way it's sounding, it's going to be more than just a cameo.
You think so?
Yeah, that's the way I'm understanding it.
Well, I guess it would tie in the whole universe thing.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So that'll be cool.
But Kyle Chandler is definitely going to be the lead of that show.
Oh yeah.
So if Nathan Fillion's going to be in it, says comedy relief, you know he is.
Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing what DC has.
You know what?
Concept art for Robert Downey Jr. has leaked.
Right.
Apparently.
Right.
Looks good.
Right.
So, and it follows the comic book.
Right. Now,
Yes.
there's a fan theory regarding this. Okay.
What?
Remember
Which one, DC or Marvel?
Marvel.
Marvel.
Okay. Remember Doctor Strange in Endgame? He was doing this all. And he was like, I researched 14 million.
Right. Yeah.
Some odd. And only one time did we win. The fan theory is that while he was doing that, he realized that Tony had to die because in another timeline, he becomes Doom, and because he's not only trying to put a suit of armor around the world, he's trying to put a suit of armor around all dimensions.
Right.
So he becomes Doom. So he was trying to avoid.
Are you trying to tell people that you have no power?
None of us have any power, so none of us. So anyway,
He's wearing his Green Lantern ring.
yes. But anyway, so he's.
I'm sorry, but he's doing this around, looking at me, and I'm like, okay. I was like, he's going to have to turn it on before sometime.
Right. Yeah, you see it on that. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. But that's the fan theory that there will be a Victor Von Doom in the future, but it won't be Robert Downey Jr. But in this particular case, this is sort of like a variant
Right.
Doom, is what it sounds like. So,
I want to see how that, I know the comic book, they're following, I want to know how, my big thing is I want to see how they bring Channing Tatum's Gambit into the fold with the X-Men on this, because I understand, now again, he was part of the Dead Fox timeline. Okay.
Right.
Totally understand that. But but due to the fact that he didn't have any connection per se to the actual movies, and take that back. Take that back.
That's
because
what the Deadpool 3 movie sought to address.
right, but take that back. Let's rewind a little bit further.
Mm-hmm.
If you go back to, I believe it's Apocalypse.
Mm-hmm.
X-Men Apocalypse.
Right.
Channing Tatum actually was supposed to have done, he was seen on set
Mm-hmm.
for Apocalypse. He was apparently, he has apparently filmed some stuff for the Apocalypse movie.
Right.
As to what he filmed, it was never released.
It ended up on the cutting room floor.
It ended up on a cutting room floor and didn't end up in behind the scenes footage.
Right.
So, and at the end of Apocalypse, it does, Mystique rescues Wolverine. I think that was this one. Or it may have been Day of the Future Past.
Days of-
Future Past, wasn't it, where Mystique pulls him out of the Hudson River?
Yeah.
Okay, and he goes back and the times changed.
Right.
Okay, well, apparently, in one of the two movies, Channing Tatum's Gambit is supposed to be in that era.
Okay.
So it would lead back to the original Fox storyline.
Right.
Now, but if you go a deeper cut, Gambit was actually already in the X-Men movies.
Okay. Well, I know that during the
X-Men 2.
in X-Men 2 when they're at Alkali Lake, okay, and they had all those schematics up on the wall.
And the
There was
computer
Gambit.
screen,
Right.
no, it was on the computer. They
Right.
scroll down and
Right.
find Remy LeBeau.
Right.
But now, in the novels,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you know when Stryker has all the panels moved and wipes out all the to wipe out all the mutants
Right.
before Magneto gets in there and changes them back over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when Stryker has Legion, that's who it ends up being. I
Right,
think,
Legion, yeah.
hit Charles to affect everybody, to affect the or when he goes to affect all the mutants. No, it is Legion. It's just Legion. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Goes to affect the mutants. In the novel, one of the spots in the novel is Gambit in New Orleans playing poker, and blows up the table. Blows up the table at the casino.
Okay.
Okay, so in the novel, Gambit is already in the Fox universe.
Right.
Then, if you go to X-Men 3: The Last Stand,
Mm-hmm.
Gambit is in that as well. Not only in the novel, but also in deleted photos. Not any deleted scenes, but
Okay.
deleted photos.
Okay.
They had one of the stunt guys portray Gambit in the movie, and he was in the Brotherhood.
Okay.
There is a photo of Gambit up there. You know when Wolverine's fight when they're all in the forest.
Right.
Okay,
And he's trying to get the gene.
and he's trying to. Wolverine's trying to get the gene. They're standing on the rock, and he's
talking
about-
down to the masses down
Right.
the road.
Gambit's up there
Yeah. Okay.
with Jean
I
and
gotta
all
pull
them.
out that.
Okay.
Take a look at that.
Again, he's not in the movie.
Right.
He's in a cut
Cut
photo.
scene. Okay.
Okay. Also, in the very beginning, when he goes to save Mystique.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing you notice as he's walking into the prisoner trailer,
Mm-hmm.
there's cells on both sides.
Right.
Okay. If you noticed, Mystique gets shot. She goes human. He saves Multiple Man and Juggernaut.
Right.
There was a third person he saved. Gambit was on the left. But it doesn't show it in the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the novel,
Yeah.
Gambit is the third. Gambit is the fourth mutant in the transport.
Okay.
And he pulls Gambit out of it. He leaves Mystique, pulls Gambit, Juggernaut, Multiple Man, and then when he's talking to the masses, Gambit is up there with him as one of his right-hand mans, as one of the Brotherhood.
Okay.
So
That
Gambit is actually in the original.
From what I gather, if you've seen the end of the Marvels, she goes through a
Right.
rift in space and ends up in the X-Men universe.
Yes.
And Beast is the one that's standing
It's
over
Kelsey
her.
Grammer's
It's
Beast.
Kelsey
It's an
Grammer's
older
Beast. Right.
Beast, right?
Now I've got word that it sounds like they're in talks with somebody who's not Kelsey Grammer to play the Beast. So
Kelsey Grammer's still intact with it, but I
right.
think he's just going to be voicing, not
Right.
necessarily.
He-
I
that
think
might
I think it's going to be a body double to do the
that might
Beast,
be.
but Kelsey Grammer is still going to do the voiceover.
Right.
Because I haven't heard anything other than because everything that I've read is Kelsey Grammer is still
Well, what they did at the end of that movie was CGI
Right.
with Kelsey Grammer's voice. Now, obviously with CGI, like when you got Spider-Man or Hulk, you've got them in those special CGI suits with the dots all over them
right.
and all that stuff. That sounds like they may have another actor
Mocap-
doing that, and he'll
mocap
just
suits.
do. Yeah.
Now
I could
Spider-Man,
see
they don't
happening.
do that with Spider-Man.
Actually, they did. Remember
Well-
when he punched at Winter Soldier, and he's like, "Whoa, you got a metal arm? That's so cool."
Yeah.
Okay, he was dressed up in a CGI outfit with the dots on it. All that leaping and frolicking along the.
Yeah, well, that they had to do with that.
Right. But yeah, parts of that were done with CGI suit,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, just about everything that Mark Ruffalo does is a CGI.
Well,
suit.
yeah. I mean, you can't put. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah.
pretty.
I mean.
Yeah.
But like I was watching some behind the scenes of Thor Ragnarok, And
They have the little harness
Thor-
with the extra head.
yeah, they got a horn and the head's up here. So Thor's like high five, and so the guy had to reach up way high to
Well,
and do like this, and then they had to make it look like Hulk was tapping down.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
time was up.
and it's about 8:06.
8:06.
So about an hour. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So we're definitely going to see the X-Men universe coming in here.
Yeah.
There are still some folks that.
Funka Jensen as Mystique.
She's Funk? No?
She's coming back as Mystique.
Oh really?
Yes.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, she's.
That
coming
would be
back.
an older. That would be an older Mystique though.
Okay, so how are we going to get her? Are we going to get her in the body pasties and the blue paint,
Yeah.
or are we going
is
to
she
give
gonna
her
ma-
more comic accurate
Or is she
in
gonna?
the white dress?
Yeah, is she gonna with the skull belt and.
Yeah,
all
I mean,
this,
what are we
yeah.
getting? I mean,
I'll take what I can get. Thank you. But she's not exactly 20-something anymore.
no, she's not, but still
But
looks
she
good.
still looks good. Yes. But why Mystique? Why not bring her back as Jean?
Or not Funka Jensen. Oh, Rebecca Romaine.
Rebecca Romaine.
Rebecca
Now
Romaine.
that.
Funka
Oh, that's
Jensen-
always going to
yeah,
work
yeah.
with me. Well, part of it.
Sorry,
I
got.
I think Jennifer Lawrence was kind of getting tired of the role. She
Yeah.
felt like she was.
Yeah, because I haven't seen anything with her in it.
Yeah.
But they're bringing back all the Fox actors. I mean, Alan Cummings is Nightcrawler, Professor X, Patrick Stewart,
Right.
Ian McKellen, Funka Jensen, James Marsden, Rebecca Romaine, and then you definitely got Hugh Jackman, and again, this is the oddball one. They throw in Gambit. Gambit wasn't originally in it except
Right.
for in the novel. He was in the novels.
Right.
He wasn't actually in the movies.
Right.
So I mean,
So we're getting an older X-Men set. But,
Yeah.
But ones that we're used to seeing in the roles. But that kind of does limit them in how many more movies can they do before it turns in.
I
the-
think this is going to be the last hurrah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the last hurrah for
And
a lot of
and
them
considering that
because they're
we're
calling-
talking about time variants here, yeah, they're going to. And it sounds like they're contemplating a soft reboot of the Marvel Universe and bringing back Iron Man, Captain America, and all those in recast roles.
Yeah. Because it has been made official. I'm still trying to find everything that I'm reading right now, and every source that I've read. Henry Cavill and Mark Ruffalo are pairing up to do a Hulk vs. Wolverine.
Yeah.
Is what everything I'm reading right now. I haven't. I'm still hunting down to make sure all those sources are correct. But from what I'm understanding, Hulk and Wolverine are supposed to be, and it's supposed to be Ruffalo and Cavill.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Henry Cavill, I would have rather that they went with Scott Eastwood because he looks like a young Hugh Jackman.
I 100% agree. I do.
If you want to go with somebody who looks like Hugh Jackman, Scott Eastwood looks like a young Hugh Jackman. Nothing against Henry Cavill. I want Henry Cavill to be.
I think he
I
would
would
be.
rather Captain Britain. Or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
where
that.
I was going with.
That's what I would rather see him do. I mean, Hugh Jackman has that rugged look.
Give us a screen. You could almost give us a screen accurate Sentry.
Right.
He's Hugh Jack. Or
That's another one.
He's got the build for it. He could. I mean, it wouldn't be far off from his role as Superman either.
Right.
Well, either one of them.
Right.
Well, Captain Britain's more of a. Captain
Britain's more.
Is more of a. He's got the sword play, but he also has. It's like the British version of Captain America.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather have seen Scott Eastwood. I 100% agree.
Or Wonder Man or something like that.
Yeah, Wonder Man would have been another good one. He could have.
So he, like I said, he's
Adrian, anybody say anything on there? No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
yeah, he's He's a great actor, and he knows his way around a superhero movie, and he's a really big comic book geek and all this stuff. Wolverine, I'm not really feeling that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe
Now, speaking to Henry Cavill,
he may knock it out of the park. But
he
I
may
just,
park.
Yeah, I don't know. It just doesn't
I'm
seem-
looking forward to his Highlander reboot.
that too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
And I will watch it. I am, even though he's no longer part of it. I want to see what Liam Helmsworth does with The Witcher.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks that Henry Cavill's not into it. Shame on you.
The writers,
You know, the writers
for
and
changing the
producers
story.
on changing the story and not sticking to it. But I'm looking forward to seeing how. I mean, because Cavill was perfect as The Witcher.
I think Liam can pull it off.
I think you can too. Again, I want to see what happens.
But also, it sounds like Henry Cavill is now officially the newest James Bond.
I've heard rumor. I haven't officially seen it yet.
I saw a story that said it's official that he's the new James Bond. Now, whether they can get a story off the ground or not is another thing. Because you got to remember,
Bless you.
Daniel Craig died.
Bless you.
Excuse me.
I know it's a few years ago that the movie came out, but the last Bond movie that Daniel Craig did, his character died.
Assumably.
Presumably.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if they're going to do a soft reboot, what they're going to do, or if they're going to go back to form like they.
Because well, here's my thing. If they're going to do a James Bond, let's give us an original. We've got a lot of novels. We've got a lot of stories out there. Let's not remake. Give us something new.
Right.
Look at how many times they've remade Die Another Day.
Right.
You know, I think each person that has done James Bond has done a version of Die Another Day.
Right.
We don't need a sixth version of Die Another Day.
Right.
You know,
I mean, when you consider that it's not just Ian Fleming that's wrote the books, it's John Garner and a few other folks.
right?
I would like to see Icebreaker or one of those, or
Yeah,
you know,
we've got enough. There's enough material out there.
that
Give
you
us
can go with
a little
something
different.
new
Yeah.
and fresh, not necessarily
Now,
something that is
we're talk-
some guy trying to take over the world. and
Right.
that.
Now you know we're talking about James Bond.
Right.
Okay. Now you know there is a movie out there
Right.
that is almost, and it stars a Bond actor.
Mm-hmm.
That if the tale of the tale, the tell of the tale, is the fact that the movie actually follows a James Bond movie.
Okay.
And it has Ed Harris in it,
Okay.
Nicolas Cage in it,
Okay.
and it's based in San Francisco. The movie.
And what is that?
The movie's The Rock.
They're gonna. Oh, you're going with that fan theory that
Yeah.
Sean Connery is
Sean
actually
Connery,
James
the,
Bond.
the character that Sean Connery plays in
is actually James
is
Bond.
actually James Bond. The fan theory or
Right.
The conspiracy for that movie
Right.
is that character.
I mean, it fits but-
because go back and listen to the dialogue of the movie,
right.
because everything that they accuse him of Sean Connery's character in the movie is everything James Bond does
Right.
in the movie. That I mean, and
Right. But that
the
doesn't-
escape from Alcatraz. How did he do it? Well, everything goes back to James Bond escaping Alcatraz.
Yeah.
The church that they find the microfiche in
Right.
is a church in the James Bond movie.
Right.
There is so many connections.
There are Easter eggs.
There
yes.
are huge Easter eggs when they talk about him escape, when they talk about him escaping, and that he's they even talk about him being a spy.
Yeah.
And they've had to keep him off the book. They've had to keep him locked up secretly, stashed away. I mean, everything follows
Right.
the James Bond movie.
Yeah.
So, ironically,
It is a fan theory, though.
it is a fan theory.
There's nothing proven there, but
I'm gonna have to look it up later
Yeah,
and see if they've actually finally come out and said, because I mean, wouldn't that be cool that that Sean Connery gets his last hurrah
right.
as not necessarily 007, because here's the kick with 007. 007, yes, was James Bond, but who says James Bond was the actual name?
That's another fan theory that goes around.
Uh-huh.
Okay, Sean Connery was James Bond, or
Right.
okay,
007.
but so was Roger Moore, and so
Right.
was George Lazenby. These were all separate men.
Timothy Dalton.
Who, when they took,
Yeah.
so when they took on the 007 designation, they
It
also
was
assumed the identity
James
of
Bond.
James Bond.
Right.
Yes.
So is
That is a
James
fan theory
Bond
as well.
007 a, well, they call it pseudonym name for, I guess that's how you
Right.
would call it, for Alan Quartermain?
That even lends into the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Yeah, so, yes, because at the end of the movie, Alan Quartermain
Resurrects.
resurrects.
Yes.
So he might be immortal.
Yes.
You never know.
So you never know. I mean,
You know. Then we find out Dr. Fate is actually James Bond, and Superman is James Bond, and
that's all James Bond.
it's all James Bond 24/7. Yeah.
James Bond is actually James Bond.
Roger Moore is Seymour Higginbottom in Cannonball Run. It's actually James Bond. And yeah. So, hi y'all.
Hey y'all. Hey Liz. All right. Where are we at on time?
It's about 8:15.
Quarter after 8. All right.
Give or take a few minutes.
Okay, real quick. We're going to probably wrap this up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Friday, Rachel and I will be down in Metropolis from 1 to 4, signing autographs and having fun with all the Superman fans for Superman Day.
So easy for you to say.
Yes, down in Metropolis. It ain't all
That's
folks.
all folks.
But we will be down at the Super Museum and at Hidden Gems. So come out and have fun with us Friday from 1 to 4. Then we have, fast forward to May 3rd, we will be up at Mount Vernon at their comic book shop up there doing super free comic book day. So Superman will be out there with all his friends up there at that one. Then the following day, we would be down at Cape cheering on the Red Hawks for May 4th at their ballpark doing Star Wars night there.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. And then Monday, I get to see how many evil Siths we get for the 5th on Monday.
Right. Because Sith happens.
Because Sith happens, yep.
Yeah.
Then the following weekend, we got the Mayfest Parade and
Right.
Mayfest.
Right.
So, and it's, yes, since I did it to Jess, I will do it to me. It is my birthday weekend. So, I don't care. Yeah, pick on me, whatever you want. Yeah. And then, we have a few other things coming up after that, but we can stop right there when it comes to all of what we've got going on. That takes us almost 3-4 weeks. That takes us almost all the way through May.
And
So
originally, it looked like I was going to be missing Metro, but seeing as we had the storms and the family obligations had to change during all that, it looks like I might actually get to go to Metro this year.
awesome.
So, anyway,
Wonder Twins activate. Oh wait.
yeah. Shape of
He's the water.
Shape of a 61-year-old man who's mostly a bag of water. But anyway, yeah. And it sounds like a few of my friends are going to debut their new costumes. So, like Cindy's going to debut her Phoenix character. So she's asked if I would suit up as Scott for at least a few hours. So
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool.
So unless things change, I should be able to go to Metro at least for one day. So.
Yeah. Then we've got something's going on with Heroes for Kids website.
Yeah, we're losing pictures.
We're losing pictures and stuff. Well, Philo came up.
We got Philo, but we lost.
We got
We
Philo,
lost
but
ourselves.
We lost Villain's Grounds. Again, sponsorships, vendor forms are all on the page. If you have any questions, please shoot us a message. We need sponsors. We're starting to run out of space for vendors, so get your vendor forms in. And again, just to give all the vendors a heads up, when you fill out the vendor form and get it sent, hey guys, we're a 501c3 charity organization, which means we are tax deductible. So again, ask Jess for a receipt. So it is a charitable donation.
Yeah.
So please ask Jess for a receipt. So again, the vendors that think that, oh man, I didn't make anything or I didn't make anything back, guys, you make your table back regardless. Ask Jess for a receipt.
Right.
On that note, again, sponsors, get on here. The more money we raise, the more we get to hand out to these two awesome organizations, which is the Dorn Foundation and the Perry County Community Task Force.
And
Jess,
Trinity's watching. I
Yes,
wonder where
hi,
she's
Trinity.
at.
Jess, do you have anything?
STDs, anything?
Dude, you're gonna slap. Hey, when she comes out with or poly foam forgeries, I'm moving.
So am I. Where do you want your new accent?
Dennis, do you have anything?
No! I do not have anything.
You just, I think I spiked his teeth.
I am, yeah. I'm just ready for Mayfest to get
Yes.
because I'm ready to see what we can all come up. I want to see the creativity of our cosplayers come full bloom and see how Perryville
Well,
reacts.
they're off to see the wizard.
Yeah.
There
There
you go. You can do Batmite.
No! Give me that polycarb.
I can give you a pillow.
No, I need something that bruises.
All right. On that note, we love you all. Thank you. Please. We love you all. Please, if you would like to sponsor Heroes for Kids Comiccon, please look up on our website or shoot Jess a text message. Any vendors, same thing. Look it up on our website or shoot Jess a text message. And then look forward to seeing all of our volunteers at all of our upcoming events we have. And again, like Dennis said, looking forward to seeing the creativity of some of these characters for, again, Wizard of Oz themed Mayfest.
I always am kind of just blown away. Every year they got a theme, and somehow we always manage to come up with that theme. Whether it's 50s, westerns, Bobby Soxers.
So we love you all.
This ought to be good.
We love you all. Thank you all for your support. And again, everybody, give my daughter Tessa a big round of applause. I mean, that is awesome. That our 10-year anniversary banner that will be going with Heroes for Kids everywhere. So that is cool. She did all the graphic designing on it. So
And it hurt my brain.
So
It hurt her brain.
yes, it hurt my brain. So again, thank you
much.
all, and look forward to seeing you at the next event. So good night, love you all, bye.
Bye.
No, I did not.